Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. And in the last episode, guys, Thomasina was on the hunt for a specific plant life. Now, Mr. Tilden said that he was willing to milk Eunice the goat for us, because Eunice is quite scary, and Thomasina, quite frankly, doesn't want any of that smoke. However, he is very sore after a day of work, and we need to find some plant life for Mildred to basically make a treatment for him to ease his aches and pains so he can go out and milk Eunice. Now, we thought that we found all of the plant life. Unfortunately, one of them was not what Mildred was looking for. And you guys have given me some really good ideas in the comments on what to look out for. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to head over here toward the train station and see if there were some flowers. Nope. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that there weren't like flowers over here that we needed to grab. Now let's head back to the market, because there actually is the vendor here who has different types of herbs. Oh, hello, Jane.
It's only thanks to Jane that I've gotten as far as I have in this enigmatic place. Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Oh, look at you go. With a little bow.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
We do have an apple. It is a bit gross, though. Okay, hold on. Herbs.
This looks like elderflower to me.
An elderflower is what we're looking for. Okay.
Good day.
Fresh produce?
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye. Perfect for teas and tinctures?
Any good for sore joints?
Aye. Penny a bunch?
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss. Does it look like I'm running a charity?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower. What do you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Okay. So let's hand the apple to Jane.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
Got some really talented kids in this town. They juggle, they play the violin.
Told you I could do it. Here's your apple back.
I'm very impressed. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
Cowbane. Those look like hard-boiled eggs. Like a plant of hard-boiled eggs. That would be actually awesome.
A handful of flirtwort. This cowbane certainly looks a lot like elderflower.
We got the bucket.
It's Kenneth II.
Kenneth? Apples and worms go together.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Now let's go ahead and hand this off to Jane.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
Hopefully Kenneth's okay.
Yuck, a worm.
Oh!
Oi, put those back!
Sorry.
What did we...
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Okay, so we know what we gotta do here. But we have to... Okay, produce...
The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting. Hello again, little worm.
You went on an adventure, didn't you, Kenneth? So what do we need to do here in order to distract her more? Let's try it again.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Okay, so we have a limited amount of time to do that.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Do we just have to do it like super fast?
Hello again, little worm.
Maybe third time's the charm. Oh! Okay. We use the cowbane. We replace it. We do the old switcheroo.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Throw back. Cowbane. There we go.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
The swap achievement unlocked. Kenneth, you okay?
Let the worm enjoy his new home.
Oh, alright, but he could get stepped on.
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Well, thank you for your help, Kenneth II. We appreciate your help and service. Now, back to the forest. We'll hand off the elderflower to Mildred. See if we can get our pain medication. Hand it off to Mr. Tilden, and we should get Eunice milked. Hopefully.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over.
The fade out of success.
There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Wonder when our next vision's going to be. Every time we make progress. Nothing so far. I'm okay with that. And I don't think we'll have to head up to the tower garden anymore. Though I love the concept of the tower garden. Wish more places did that. Of course you have roof gardens and stuff like, and also. This was brought up in the comments, and I didn't really make the connection. Where are you?
Here lies today John perched dearly below, forever in love.
And Kemp.
Joseph Samuel death is. Here lies William Paxton, modest and gentle of heart.
Bill Paxton, the extreme. May he rest in peace. Game over, man! Whenever I think of Bill Paxton, I either think about Twister. I don't think about Aliens. I always think about Twister or him playing Morgan Earp in Tombstone. He was just a really good character actor. Well, hopefully Mr. Tilden is up for the task here.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Apply.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange. Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Don't you dare, Eunice. Okay. I thought Eunice was going to kill him.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Eunice the provider. Alright, that worked out well. Now let's go ahead and drop the milk off and see if we can go have a chat with the Lord of the Manor, so to speak. That'll get us our way in. Goat milk.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panzwick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
I also want to see his chapel.
Come on over. It's not much further.
So athletic.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
So angry. Alright, well, let's, we got some sheep, large flowers, there's a carving.
Miss Tompkins looks more anxious every time I see her. Where is Lord Panswyck?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
How very bucolic. Some fine-looking flowers.
Okay, sheep. We've got the pail.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
We're collecting the whole set, just at people's houses.
Miss Fenchurch is a cruel-looking woman, her face set in a permanent scowl. Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
So angry. So angry. So how do we convince her?
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Key, the trowel, the lantern.
I'm not sure they would... I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswyck.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
I'll meet the guards.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panzwick. at your disposal.
Ah.
You're Lord Panswyck?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear.
He's some humble.
Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobb's Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
She, on the other hand...
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panzwick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
Different hymn.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobb's Barrow tomorrow?
Hobb's Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Wait!
Those cakes aren't made for heathens. Okay. Man, equipment. Ooh.
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation. The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather. Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
Alrighty. So now we know what that basket was. With her at the church. Oh, we're not jumping anymore? Now, is she okay? Okay, she's fine.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley, the most dashing gobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
So maybe if we bring some sort of reminder of Albert, she'll trade for the puddings.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy.
All right. So let's go ahead and look at Albert's grave. Did we see his grave, or is it here in the stone? Oh. Oh, is this the fresh grave of Albert since he just passed away?
He looks like a rather shady character. There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment. The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
The simple wooden cross bears... The simple wooden cross...
So, maybe that's something we need to ask her about. I figured, especially with someone who is so, involved in the church, that her husband's grave would warrant a more luxurious stone, let's say.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
And if I recall correctly, I think there may have been one hanging out in front of Lord Panswyck's manor. So let's see. Oh, here's the exit. There we go.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. de Plancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippeastrum!
Apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
So how do we distract the formidable Miss Fenchurch here?
sure they would be interested. Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
Ooh.
Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
So we have to find the milkman, ironically, so she can run away with the milkman.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
More hoops.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
So, find Ambrose, then we get the flower, and then we get the Bakewell tart to give to Panzwick. Simple. So my first thought is we go ahead and check the rail station. Is that where the milkman comes from?
Hello?
Or maybe he comes from somewhere else. Or he could be back in town now that we actually triggered that event. Let's see. Oh. About to say, is trading day over? Looks like quite a bit of it is.
Good day.
Care to buy some apples?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
Eddie Ambrose.
No. Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
I like that.
Mutton pies! Time for a juicy mutton pie?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I do. Why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is.
I'm
sure someone around here must know where he is.
Goodbye.
Let me know if you get hungry now, lass.
Mr. Crozier.
Good day.
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye. I haven't seen him today.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Well, boo. So, no one here at the market knows. No one here. You can always try the tavern again. Oh, who are you?
I've not seen him round the village before.
We got Van Gogh here. Interesting. Alright, friends. Well, I think that this is a good place to go ahead and end the episode for the day. We are on the hunt for Ambrose the Milkman, so we can get a flower, to then get a Bakewell tart, to get access to a work crew to go to Hobbs Barrow. Love point-and-click adventure games. But I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.